My parents abandoned my sister during cancer, so I did this when they got sick. I was 16 when my little sister Emma got diagnosed with leukemia. Our parents gave this emotional speech about how we were gonna fight it together, like some family movie. They promised they'd never leave her side, and at first, they didn't. Dad took family leave, Mom shuffled her job around, they were all in, for like a month. Then suddenly Dad had meetings, and Mom had emergencies during her chemo. And I was the one sitting beside my 12-year-old sister, while poison dripped into her veins. I was the one holding the basin when she puked, stroking her back, whispering that Mom and Dad were on their way, even though they weren't. By month 3, I knew all the nurses by name. I could spell every med Emma was on. I took notes in every doctor visit and gave my parents the summary like I was her assistant. They always had a reason they couldn't come. It's just too hard to see her like that, Mom would say. I'm working overtime for the bills, Dad claimed, even though insurance covered most of it. One night, Emma spiked to 104 fever. I called them 17 times. 17. Nothing. I rushed her to the ER myself. They texted back the next morning like, oh sorry, phone was on silent. Everything okay? No, everything was not okay. When she lost her hair, I learned how to wrap scarves around her head. When she couldn't keep food down, I blended every type of smoothie until one worked. When she'd wake up sobbing because she thought she was dying, I was the one holding her. Meanwhile, my parents were out living their best lives. Restaurants, concerts, posting mental health break selfies on Instagram. My senior year, gone. I missed school, missed applying to colleges because I was in hospital corridors, feeding tubes, blood draws, and the worst part, I never heard a thank you. Then came the bone marrow transplant. Emma had to be in isolation for 2 weeks, someone with her 24/7. My parents promised we'd take shifts. Day 2, Mom bailed. Migraine. Dad had a can't-miss client dinner. I stayed, all 14 days. Slept on a cot, showered in hospital sinks. When Emma finally rang the remission bell, they showed up in brand new outfits with a damn photographer. Posted the whole thing online like they'd never left her side. The comments were full of, your strength is inspiring. What amazing parents. That night, I found Emma crying. She said, they're acting like they were there, but they weren't. You were. After that, I graduated, skipped college, got a job, and filed for legal guardianship. My parents were shocked. They genuinely asked me why I was tearing the family apart. In court, the judge asked them to name Emma's doctors, her meds, anything. They couldn't answer a single question. I got full custody at 19. Emma moved in that weekend. 3 years later, the phone rang. My dad had lymphoma. The irony wasn't lost on me. They said they needed me to drive him to chemo, manage meds, handle the paperwork. Mom was too overwhelmed. I agreed to meet them at the hospital. I sat in the waiting room with them, watching their faces twist with fear in the same sterile hallways their daughter had fought for her life in. Then the nurse called his name. I stood up, grabbed my bag, looked them dead in the eyes and said, I hope someone shows up for you, and I walked the fuck out. That night, Emma and I made pasta in our little apartment. She was filling out college apps. She wants to be an oncologist. She said she wants to be there for kids and whose parents aren't.